this next piece. Well, this next piece was written as an exercise in improvisation. Here's what came out. Some of the songs I've been singing right off the top of my head. I don't know where they come from. Maybe they're sent from the dead. It really doesn't matter. I'm just glad they're there. And if they keep on coming, I won't have time to care. I'll just say I wrote them. And no one will ever know that I only quote them. And they were written long ago, unless you tell, of course. My head keeps on ringing, just like a telephone. I pick it up and hear singing, coming from the great unknown. Or maybe when I was a baby, they operated on my brain. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I'm trying to explain the insane. It could be reincarnation, transmigration of souls, muses, divine inspiration, osmosis, hypnosis, or trolls. It might be an astral projection coming from outer space, or even a secret injection by some sneaky alien race. Well, I could go on forever and never know how it's done. Whoever it is clever, and I'm having lots of fun. Right now, I gotta get rolling. I'm going to a symphony. There's a 12-piece band in my toilet bowl, and they're gonna play just for me. Yes, this song you're hearing has words I only overheard. I can't even understand them. I'm just Lionel, the minor bird. And in conclusion, in your lives, an introduction to the space-time continuum. In your first life, you were an orange, hanging on a tree, and you were happy when you were an orange in your first life. In your next life, you were an egg, yolk, albumin, shell, and you were well when you were an egg in your next life. In your third life, you were a cat, sovereign of the night. And you were all right when you were a cat in your third life. In your 12th life, you were a moon, a satellite of Mars. And you were smart when you were a moon in your 12th life. In your past life, you were a child, playing in the sun. And you had fun when you were a child in your past life. In your last life, you were a flame, lighting up a tomb. But you met your doom when you were a flame in your last life. In your new life, you are a ghost, floating free in space. But you have no place when you are a ghost in your new life. In your true life, you are a star, giant in the sky, and you never die when you are a star in your true life. Well, I did the one about improvs because April asked me to do funny ones. So I'll do one of the two I cut out because they weren't funny. That'll get you. A baby is better than a poem. Laughs at me, thrilling to every move, creating me. Names me, laughs at me, thrilling to every move, thrilling me. Names me Creator, creating me. New as now lips reveal she is older than I, enlightening me. The wonder, the chilling warmth, the frightening grace. That pain's fruit is joy, love a light grown from darkness, life the harvest of death, and death is unacceptable. A baby is infinitely better than a poem. Thank you.
Well, I'm not sure what to say. I think that anything I could say would be kind of ridiculous at this point. I mean, beast, mutability, change, Lionel Goldbart, Lionel Goldbart, Lionel Goldbart, Lionel Goldbart, the Apollo entity. But anyway, one thing Lionel said when I was looking through some of his poems, 12 poems by Lionel Goldbart. It was inscribed on the inside and it said, to April, it said something like, who recognizes a poet when she sees one? And it's absolutely true.
They're always dressed this way.
They're always dressed this way. That's what Barry says. So, and I think there are even a couple of these poems floating around somewhere in the front of the gallery. If anybody's interested in Lionel Goldbart's handwritten, hand-typed, computer-generated poems. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming. I'm glad you got a chance to see and meet Lionel. If you haven't seen him before, try to scout him out again in South Beach. Bye-bye. Thanks a lot for coming.
He's got a tattooed on his arm.
Oh, that was